I think this is where I would be if I started with good Tessa Violet, and this was like 6 months of washing. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I like me some orange. I have like 2 or 3 pairs of orange tennis shoes. Orange. Because I'm a pirate. So let's talk about minimum wage. What I was talking about before is minimum wage should be the minimum compensation for your time or for any unit of labor. Now, so many people are time laborers. We got to come up with a term for it because that's what it is. When I was customer service, I worked 8 hours. It wasn't like, oh, it's the first 100 phone calls or the first 300 phone calls, or you only work, it wasn't by a quantity, it was by a measure of time. You will answer whatever question, as many, that was the quantity. You answer as many phone calls as you can within an 8-hour time frame. So you got paid to be somewhere for a certain amount of time. Minimum wage should be the minimum, like, poverty level. Like if so 2080, the number is 2080. You should become familiar with that because that's the number of hours you have. 40 hours a week for 52 weeks. That's 2080 hours. And that 2080 hours needs to net you and your babies enough food, shelter, and clothing to be happy for the year. Because otherwise, what's the point of labor? What's the point of working if it doesn't meet your basic needs? So what are basic needs? Well, we have poverty level defined in this country. A measure of income issued every year by the Department of Health and Human Services, the HHS. The FPL, the federal poverty level, in 2022 for an individual, if you earned less than $13,590, you were considered poor. In order to, that is the minimum amount that you should make to survive in America. So 2080, that's the number of hours. So just roughly say 13 divided by 2, which is what? 650? 650 is the federal minimum that they expect you to earn. Now, if you've got babies, if you've got a spouse and some babies, now we're looking at 27 divided by 2. So if you're not making a minimum of what, $14 an hour, you are poor. This year, it goes up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like this is minimum wage. If you're not making it this year, you, my friend, are who I'm talking about. We need to talk about federal